Just like words, images have a big impact on the way we perceive the body. Our posture is a significant example. Take a moment and think what standing straight implies. Personally, I don't even like the term posture, as it implies a much more static, rigid, and immobile pose than the state of dynamic equilibrium we find ourselves when sitting or standing. Just as imagery and visualization can help us move better, bad imagery can limit us. Consider how we talk about spinal curves. Lordosis and kyphosis are words associated with medical diagnoses and have negative connotations. So in a way, the story we are fed our whole lives is that straight is good and curved is bad. But the spine is like a spring and has natural curves to protect us from the vibration and the shock of every step we take. In this lesson, I invite you to feel the natural curves of your spine, their relations to the position of your pelvis and that of your head, to bring awareness to your spine and to enjoy its waving movement.
For this lesson, you will need to make a roll out of a towel or a big blanket, and a yoga block or pillow to support your head. Let's begin by lying down, knees bent and feet standing. Take a moment here to feel the shape of your spine. Where do you feel lighter? And where do you feel heavier? Compare the sensation in each hip, the sensation in each shoulder blade. Feel the length and width of your torso. Now very slowly start sliding your feet on the ground to elongate them. And as you do, pay attention to what happens in your lower back, your lumbar spine. And again, bend your knees and feel the position of your pelvis and the shape of your lower back. And then very gently start sliding your feet on the floor. And as your legs elongate, feel how your pelvis rolls forward, how the shape of your lower back changes. You can do this a few more times, exploring the sensation, the connection between your legs, pelvis, and lower back. As your knees straighten, your pelvis tilts forward, bringing the weight downwards along your pelvis. As your knees bend, your pelvis tilts backwards, and the weight rolls up along your pelvis. As your knees straighten, your lower back becomes lighter. As your knees bend, your lower back gets heavier. The next time you bend your knees and stand your feet, stay there. Take a moment to feel your spine, your shape, your breath. Now come to sit and bring the roll behind you. Lie down so that the whole of your spine, from your tailbone and pelvis to your neck, is supported by the roll, and bring the block or cushion under your head. Bend your knees and stand your feet. And take a few breaths here, sensing how the roll supports your spine. Where do you feel heavier? And where do you feel lighter? Can you trace with your mind's eye the shape of your spine? feel your pelvis, your lumbar spine, your lower back, your thoracic spine, your upper back. Feel the shape of your neck and the weight of your head. And now, without moving your feet, could you tilt your pelvis just as before? Forward and back, rolling the weight, making your lower back lighter as your pelvis rolls forward, making your lower back heavier as your pelvis rolls back. Not lifting the pelvis, only tilting it forward and back on the roll. Make the movement small and soft, effortless. And as you roll your pelvis back and forth again, pay attention to the sensation in your lower back, to the changing shape of your lower back. And can you continue to scan up your spine and see how far up can you feel the movement? Can you visualize the changing shape of your spine? Let it go and rest for a moment. Sensing the shape of your pelvis and the shape of your spine. Feeling your contact with the roll. Guiding your awareness vertebra by vertebra up your spine. Allowing the roll to support your weight. And now bring your hands together over your chest. Interlace your fingers. Keep your wrists and elbows soft and your arms heavy. As you inhale, think of lifting your hands overhead. And as you exhale, bring them back over your chest and down towards your navel. Allowing the movement to follow the rhythm of your breath. As you inhale, move your arms up overhead as far as it is comfortable. As you exhale, down towards your belly. Inhaling up towards the crown of your head. Exhaling down towards your navel. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Keeping the arms soft. And as you move now, can you bring your attention to your upper back, to the space between your shoulder blades? Can you feel the movement of your arms changing the shape of your upper back? Does the movement of your arms and the breath roll the weight in your upper back? Up as you inhale. Down as you exhale. Follow your breath now. Follow the weight. How far up your spine can you feel the movement? How far down? Keep the movement of your arms soft and slow. And pay attention. Listen. It is the whisper of the movement we are looking for along the spine. How does the contact with the roll change? In your upper back, your lower back. Let your arms down and take a few moments to rest again. Feel the shape of your spine, your weight on the roll. From the tip of your tailbone to your pelvis and lower back, your upper back. Can you feel the roll supporting your weight? Can you clarify? Where do you feel lighter? Where do you feel heavier? Take a moment to feel your spine supported by the roll. With every exhale, allow your body to soften, taking the shape of the roll. And now choose a side, right or left, and roll yourself to side lying on the floor. Push the roll away, and keeping your attention to the sensation in your back, come back to lie supine again, knees bent, this time on the floor instead of the roll. Take the block or pillow away, and for a few moments feel the way the floor supports your back, your width and length, the places you feel lighter and the places you feel heavier, the shape of your spine. Now again, start rolling your pelvis forward and back, feeling your lower back lighten as you roll forward and get heavier as you roll back, arching as you roll forward and flattening as you roll back. And feel the space between your shoulder blades, your thoracic spine. Can you sense the movement there? Does your neck, your cervical spine, change shape? Does your head roll a bit on the floor, following the movement of your pelvis? Sense the changing shape of your spine, the connection between your head and your pelvis. And take a few moments to rest and feel your shape on the floor. Now start rolling your pelvis again, back and forth, and pay attention to the point your head contacts the floor. Do you feel the back of your head rolling or sliding on the floor? Let the movement go and rest for a moment. And now think of rolling the back of your head a bit forward and back, just a few millimeters, like a ball, allowing your head to roll so that your chin comes down towards your chest as your head rolls forward and up towards the ceiling as your head rolls back. And now could you synchronize the rolling of the head with the rolling of the pelvis so that they both roll forward and back at the same time? And as your lower back lightens, your chin comes down. As your lower back gets heavier, your chin lifts up. A small, gentle, synchronized movement. Feel the changing shape of your neck, your upper back, your lower back. And the next time your chin lifts and your head rolls back, stay there, gently keeping your head in place, trying not to strain or build tension. Just simply keep your head in place as your pelvis continues to roll. Could you keep the movement of the pelvis so minimal that you just feel a hint of resistance in your neck in order to keep your head still? Soft and small, just a whisper of a movement. Let your head go and allow for the movement of the pelvis to roll your head again. How does it feel? Keep your attention on the changing shape of your neck. And the next time your chin drops down and your head rolls a bit forward, stay there, keeping your head still while continuing to roll your pelvis. Do it softly, the smallest movement possible, without strain, without tension. Be particularly mindful of the delicate muscles of your neck. How does keeping your head still feels here? Easier than before? More difficult? Soft and easy and small movement, just trying out, just sensing. Let your head roll again, following the movement of the spine, the movement of the pelvis. How does rolling your head feels? How does your neck feel? Take a moment to rest, sensing your back against the floor, the shape of your spine, the natural curves of your spine. And come to sit on a firm chair or stool, with your feet planted firmly, balancing your head over your sit bones. With the smallest possible movement, let your weight roll back on your sit bones, and as you do, allow your chin to come up, releasing the muscles in the back of your neck. And as you roll forward on your sit bones, allow your chin to drop down, making it small and effortless. It is exactly the same movement we did on the floor, rolling the head and pelvis together. The only thing that changes is our relation to gravity. See if you can find it here, a hint of a movement. The connection from the tip of your tailbone to the top of your head, releasing the unnecessary tension in your neck, allowing your spine to support the weight of your head. Let it go and take a breath here, resting, and come up to standing. Take a walk around the room and sense how you carry your head now.